What are you?
I'm M3GAN.
Baby,
Welcome to WatchMojo, and in this installment of Versus, M3GAN is facing off with Chucky.
This means war.
For this video, we're pitting these killer movie dolls against each other to see who's more cutting edge. Emphasis on the cutting. This does entail a few spoilers. Which doll makes you fear playtime the most? Let us know in the comments. Round 1. Backstory. M3GAN is a classic Frankenstein story with a cybernetic twist.
This is M3GAN.
I'm M3GAN. I'm Katie. It's nice to meet you, Katie. Do you want to hang out?
Developed by Allison Williams Gemma and her two colleagues, M3GAN isn't merely a toy. She's a sophisticated android who will befriend and look after your child. This backfires for a few reasons, however.
Eat the toppings, Katie.
Research shows if you force a child to eat vegetables, they'll be less likely to choose those foods as adults.
Is that so?
Yes, experts say.
M3GAN, turn off.
I thought we were having a conversation.
As comforting as M3GAN can be, it's unhealthy to substitute a parent with a robot, no matter how lifelike she is. It can also be deadly, as M3GAN is programmed to protect Gemma's niece Katie by any means necessary, which she sees as a loophole to break the first law of robotics. Don't harm humans.
Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you. Ever again.
The 2019 Child's Play remake depicts Chucky as an AI doll, who, like M3GAN, starts off as a helpful companion before picking up murderous habits. Whereas the remake is grounded in technology, Chucky's original backstory is closer to fantasy. As Charles Lee Ray's body expires in a toy store, he executes a voodoo ritual and transfers his consciousness into a good guy doll. When a boy named Andy acquires the doll, the roles are reversed as Chucky manipulates his young owner.
His real name is Charles Lee Ray, and he's been sent down from heaven by Daddy to play with me.
It's admittedly a silly setup, but that's kind of what you want from a late 80s slasher film. While M3GAN's backstory is more practical by evil doll movie standards, Chucky's is more memorable. Although Child's Play creator Don Mancini wasn't a fan of the voodoo element, he acknowledged that many viewers love this part of Chucky's backstory. It's ridiculous yet creepy, which matches the franchise's tone. Congrats, Chucky! You win this round. Winner, Chucky.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Calling pop culture superfans everywhere. Do you love to argue with WatchMojo's top 10 ranks? Introducing WatchMojo's first and very own party game. Bring your superpowers to the table and fight for your pick to be at the top of the list. It's all the fun of the comment section, but in real life. Round 2. Motivation.
Wanna hang out, yeah, sounds like fun.
Great job.
It's nice to have a friend.
Weirdly enough, M3GAN is arguably a more maternal figure than Gemma for much of the film. She reads Katie's stories, consoles her following the death of her parents, and puts her needs first, while Gemma struggles to adjust to parenthood. M3GAN's transition from plaything to killer also feels natural.
Does she talk? Make her say something.
Stop! Don't! M3GAN!
You should probably run.
At first, she targets vicious dogs and straight-up evil little boys who mean Katie harm. The murders gradually get more senseless as M3GAN becomes more possessive of Katie.
M3GAN, she pushed Brandon onto the road.
I won't let anything harm you.
By the time Katie turns on her, M3GAN is more concerned with self-preservation, going through a surprisingly layered arc. To become human again, Chucky must transfer his soul to Andy, the first person he revealed himself to. This motivation is enough to sustain one movie, but it becomes repetitive in the sequels.
Did you miss me, Andy? I sure missed you. I told you. We were gonna be friends to the end. And now it's time to play.
Although Andy is eventually taken out of the picture, the franchise continues to recycle the same motivation, albeit with a few new additions like Chucky's pursuit of love and offspring. Yeah, it gets weird.
And he's the most promising killer I have ever seen. You should have been there, Tiff. You would have been so proud of him.
I want a girl!
I want a boy!
You're tearing me apart!
The 2019 reboot drops the human body objective, reimagining Chucky as a high-tech doll who seeks to make Andy happy and preserve their friendship. Chucky might be sympathetic in this version if only he still had safety protocols, enabling him to natively mimic his violent surroundings.
Heads up, bitch.
While Chucky's motivation in the original films is pretty straightforward, the 2019 film tries to give the character more depth and an element of tragedy. We think M3GAN handles this angle better though, making the audience almost root for the killer doll until she starts taking things too far. Even when she does take it too far, a lot of her victims had it coming.
Are you listening to me, Brandon?
Point M3GAN. Winner M3GAN. Round 3. Tech. Only a few years ago, a creation like M3GAN might have seemed like pure science fiction. If you've been following robots like Sophia though, you know just how eerily realistic AI is becoming.
Crazy. It's insane, right?
M3GAN reflects the uncanny valley state of robotics, which is equally awe-inspiring and unnerving. In M3GAN, it's mainly unnerving.
M3GAN, turn off.
Recalibrating response model.
Given her link to the digital world, M3GAN can quickly absorb information, be it the complex nature of death or the latest TikTok trends. She can also manipulate the devices around her, which could be elaborated on in potential sequels based on how the film ends.
Let her go.
M3GAN, turn off.
Are you sure?
She's the killer doll of the future, today. You can tell the first Child's Play was made in the late 80s based on Chucky's appearance. While the doll possesses echoes of Teddy Ruxpin and Cabbage Patch Kids, his design was primarily inspired by the My Buddy dolls. In the original script, his name was even Buddy.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi-ho.
Although Chucky possesses a demented retro charm, his tech might be a little too dated for today's audiences. The 2019 film gave Chucky an overdue update, supplying him with an AI feature and the ability to connect with other products.
Time to open you up. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Warning, device overheating.
The smart doll tech comes with a redesign, although it remains mostly faithful to the original's appearance.
Yeah, it's actually pretty damn creepy.
Whether you prefer the old school or modern Chucky, M3GAN is the more impressive villain on a technological level. Whereas Chucky always feels like a doll, M3GAN traverses the thin line between human and robot, leaving us to wonder if technology has gone too far. M3GAN upgrades to another point. Winner, M3GAN.
Have I done something to upset you, Gemma?
Round 4. Who's scarier? Just staring into M3GAN's oversized eyes is enough to give us the heebie-jeebies. When M3GAN starts moving around, the film easily could have grown too campy for its own good. However, actress Amy Donald's body language as M3GAN strikes an unsettling balance between mechanical and humanoid.
Will go.
If there's one thing holding M3GAN back, it's a PG-13 rating. M3GAN's body count consists of 5 humans and 1 dog, with much of the violence taking place off-screen. While the power of suggestion works well enough, it does feel like something is missing. Although the kills could have been more brutal, M3GAN's threatening one-liners leave a mark regardless.
If she comes in this room, I'll rip your head right off your neck, I swear to God.
Having appeared in several movies and a TV series, Chucky's had more time to rack up a higher body count. Even if we just take the first Child's Play into account, Chucky deserves bonus points for creativity, offing his victims with hammers, knives, and electroshock therapy. Chucky has also kept things R-rated over the years, opening the door for bloodier spectacles.
Give me that. Amazing, isn't it?
More gore doesn't automatically make something scarier, but the fact that Chucky is a serial killer does up the fear factor. As over-the-top as Chucky can be, he's capable of dishing out subtle scares like when Karen finds his batteries.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
He knows how to go out in a horrifying blaze of glory, too.
Andy, no, please. We're friends to the end, remember?
This is the end, friend.
When it comes to scares, M3GAN feels more restrained than Chucky, who holds nothing back in the creep department. He may be shorter, but Chucky proves that sometimes the scariest things come in small packages. The winner of this round is Chucky. Round 5. Humor.
M3GAN, what are you doing?
Couldn't sleep. Occupational hazard.
Although some find the idea of a killer doll terrifying, others see it as just plain goofy. M3GAN realizes this and thus doesn't take itself too seriously.
You'd have to shut her down.
Jesus Christ, I thought we were friends.
M3GAN may be menacing, but that doesn't mean she can't spout savage quips, dance through hallways, and deliver the most memorable rendition of Titanium since Pitch Perfect.
Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
She also paves the way for clever satire concerning consumerism and poor parenting. For all the laughs, M3GAN avoids becoming a straight-up comedy. The titular character balances humor and dread, with voice actress Jenna Davis molding M3GAN into a cross between Eileen Wuornos and Barbie.
I know you think you're maximizing your objective function.
Oh, really?
While it might be on the sillier side for contemporary audiences, the original Child's Play never forgot it was a slasher movie.
Give me that.
Sure, how do you want it? Broken leg?
Shouldn't tell your customers where you hide things like this, John.
Chucky emerged as the killer doll equivalent of Freddy Krueger, armed with a joke to go with every kill. Like Freddy, though, Chucky veered too much into comedy as the franchise continued. It got to the point where Chucky was a cartoon, with the humor being more distracting than anything else.
I can't think of a thing to say.
The 2019 film tried to bring the series back to its more serious roots, although some of the original's humor was lost in the process. Still, when you have actors like Brad Dourif and Mark Hamill in the role, every film is good for at least a few laughs.
This is for Tupac.
Only time will tell if the M3GAN franchise will become more associated with humor than horror, or if some of the references will be dated. For now, though, M3GAN finds just the right balance between self-aware comedy and legitimate thrills, which is what you look for in a killer doll movie. Chucky is a legend, but M3GAN hits the ground running with chuckles, chills, and kills. With 3 points, M3GAN is the must-have, or we guess must-avoid toy.
I have a new primary user now. Me.
Winner, M3GAN. By a score of 3-2, the winner of this killer doll showdown is New Kid on the Block, M3GAN. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.